A lot of people are going to disagree with what I'm about to do right now, but I feel like it's just something that I got to do.
From the bottom of my heart, you guys, thank you so much
Thank you for watching
for watching this guy's channel,
No,
Jody's channel.
Jody's Corner.
Y'all.
My favorite.
Thank you so much.
YouTube, it's your boy Jody Joe. Was good. I have been at war with the Zack Snyder cult since its formation back in 2016-17. And I've done it because I'm a DC fan. And at this point, the war has been won. We have been vindicated for everybody who wants to say no to toxic fandoms and to get DC back on track to where it's supposed to be. It's not about copying Marvel. Marvel has done it the right way, so that's how it should be done. You need to establish solo superhero movies leading up to a team-up movie. And Justice League was incredibly rushed. And the toxic fandoms spread vitriol everywhere. And it made people not even want to be DC fans anymore. To be honest with you, there was a point where I myself was like, I don't even like this no more. I'm not even enjoying this anymore. And I'm talking about not just DC, but Marvel and Star Wars as well, pop culture as a whole. And I was saying to myself, like, is it really worth me just dedicating my entire channel to something that people just don't understand? I feel like I was just talking to the air and only like a few people were understanding and filling me up top. And everybody else was just doesn't see the light. And I'm like, what is the point of me saying what I say and how I feel? A lot of it coming true and happening. And then when shit comes true and happens, they don't even give me credit for it anyway. So it's like, what the heck? Why even do this? So I dumbed down and I started to add more commentary to my channel about real world things, about relationships and all that other stuff. And it's been doing great for my channel so far. I'm actually enjoying it. I'm happiest on Jody's Corner now more than I've ever been. Is it a coincidence that my peak happiness on my channel comes when I do less pop culture? I don't know. That's one to be said. One part of it that plays a big contribution to that is the Zack Snyder fandom of his movies and him as a person or whatever. There is a large fan base for Zack Snyder, and then there's a small but still very loud, the loudest part of that fan base is extremely toxic and is the worst fan base ever created. And I've branded them the Zack Snyder cult. I had my merch reject the Snyder cult. They took it down, but it's fine. I'm here, especially after this news with David Zaslav giving us the W, moving forward, not in wanting to have anything to do with Zack Snyder or his fandom, shutting the door on him, closing the door. This Flashpoint movie is going to wipe the Snyderverse into another realm. Like, this Flash movie is going to make the Snyderverse an Elseworld universe. And that will finally be the end of Zack Snyder's universe, so we could stop talking about it. But even with this moment of clarity that we have as DC, or at least that I have, this horizon that I see is just so bright, and I feel it coming. I still feel like we should be more united in fandom. Now, those of you guys who said that you wish I get coronavirus and COVID, you wish I die in my sleep, you wish death on my daughter, my dead daughter, you damned her life, you damned my dead dog, you wished me death, said I'm worse than a terrorist, fat, diabetes, all this other stuff that you guys said about me. Obviously, this is not directed towards you guys. I'm no saint. If you throw stones, I'm throwing stones right back. Ain't gonna be no nonviolent. You ain't gonna hit me in the head with a brick. Bow! Oh my goodness. Bro, I'm about to pick that shit up and throw it right back. So please understand, you disgusting, filthy, toxic ones. You know, toxic motherfuckers. You know the channels. They're trash. I'm not talking about people like that. I'm talking about sane fans who just were fans of Zack Snyder, who even threw me probably some negative comments. I'm willing to forgive that. What I'm pleading is that you Snyder fans who are fans of Snyder, but you don't consider yourself toxic, you don't have hate in your heart, you want DC to move forward for the better, I say come join us, man. Let's link up, let's unite, and let's move forward You have your SnyderVerse that you could rewatch on repeat. You got the DVDs, the Blu-rays, HBO Max. You can see and celebrate that all you want. But moving forward, we need to be united behind DC and what David Zaslav is doing. No death threats on those community. No, none of that. We need to be united and let DC have a shot at being something good. And if you don't think it'll be good, just give them a chance. And they might please you. What I'm doing is I'm proposing a truce. I'm proposing a truce to those Zack Snyder fans who ain't toxic and nasty. Come support DC and let's move forward. I come up to this conclusion after reading this here, that a documentary filmmaker, Leslie Ewerks, recently asked to license clip from Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut for a DC history documentary talking about the history of DC. Warner Brothers Discovery reportedly told her there's only one Justice League film, and they said it's the 2017 Joss Whedon cut. That right there has to hurt if you're a Snyder fan. It just basically says Warner Brothers doesn't acknowledge the Snyder Cut as their property. That's Zack's own personal film. It's like DC saying, if you want the history of DC, it's Justice League that came out in 2017, not what just came out in 2020. That's not it. And that's just nail in the coffin, and once Flashpoint happens, it's the funeral. With that, can we finally close the chapter on SnyderVerse and move forward together? I look forward to reviewing movies and having comments and dialogue with you guys about the new Superman that comes out, or about the next Green Lantern or stuff like that. Let's make pop culture fun again, especially when it comes to DC. Because I feel like we were united as DC fans 10 years ago. Before Man of Steel hit, we were all happy. Coming off the Dark Knight trilogy, we were all on the same page. What happened? That Snyderverse kind of divided us. So now that that's out the way, could we unite and come together and just move forward? Let's do that. And I think we're going to be happier in the end. Because one thing is for sure, Zack Snyder fans believe they're greater, his movies are greater than Marvel ever was. And you could believe that, but for the rest of the world, most of the world, it's not true. Box office wise, nor critical acclaim. Now, if you roll with us on this and we unite and give DC a shot, they're actually playing the game the right way. You call it the Marvel way, I call it the right way. They're playing the game the right way and competing with Marvel on their playing ground. And I have so much faith in DC that I believe if DC plays the Marvel game, they'll play the game better than Marvel. You know why they'll play the game better than Marvel? Because they got better characters to come to play with. Motherfucker, they at the plate. They did a great job. They did a fantastic job. They were the San Antonio Spurs of 2015, 2014, baby. They had Manu Ginobili, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, young Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying? Man, motherfucker, we coming with LeBron James. We coming with Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Shaquille O'Neal, Magic Johnson. That's what we coming with DC characters. Ain't no competition when we hitting on all cylinders. So let's give it a shot and see where it goes. Marvel fans, don't leave a hate comment calling me a DC fanboy, because I love Marvel too. I praise Marvel. Look at my back catalog. Understand who I am. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. I understand this is a very pivotal position that I take. It sucks being a Marvel and a DC fan because you get hate from both sides. But guys, come on, y'all. Show some love. And get one of my shirts. Common sense ain't common. Man, the society we living in today is trash. Link down below to my merch store, baby. Their merch is here. Yeah. My shirts are on the way. Get yours. Take a picture of yourself in a shirt. Send it to me. I'm putting you on my channel. Jody's Corner Lives. Talk to me, baby. Thank you guys so very much for watching. DC rises. Marvel rises. Star Wars is trash. Deuces. Wait a minute. I invite you guys to call in. 5 o'clock today, let's have a discussion about how we move forward with DC. Today, 5 o'clock, talk to me live. Call my live-in show. The number will be available on screen once we go live. Come here, Jody's Corner, 5 p.m. Pacific time today, Friday, August 5th. I'll see you there. Deuces! Told you that I'm leaving.